Not all crises are loud. Some unfold quietly, almost invisibly. Helium is one of them, the second element on the periodic table and one most commonly associated with balloons, is now emerging as a growing concern across critical industries. So why does something so seemingly trivial matter so much? Let's find out. Helium is rare, extremely rare. In fact, scientists didn't even know it existed on Earth until 1895, years after it had been observed in the Sun by its glowing yellow band, leading to the name formed from Helios, the Greek term for sun. But on Earth, helium forms very differently. Deep underground, over millions of years, it is created through the radioactive decay of elements like uranium and thorium. Helium is found in two main types: helium-4, which makes up almost all of it; helium-3, which is very rare and highly valuable. Now here's the problem. Helium is incredibly light. So light that once released, it rises into the atmosphere and eventually escapes into space, which means every bit of helium we use is part of a finite supply. Unlike many other resources, helium cannot be artificially produced at scale, and what exists is unevenly distributed. Most of the world's recoverable helium is concentrated in just a few countries: Qatar, the United States, Russia, and Algeria. For decades, the United States dominated global supply through a massive Federal Reserve, but that system has been phased out, increasing market pressure. Today, Qatar, despite its small size, holds the largest known reserves and produces over a third of the world's helium. This concentration makes supply not just limited, but fragile. Recent events highlight the risk. Following Iranian strikes on the region's energy infrastructure, Qatar temporarily shut down liquefied helium plants at the Lafan facility and declared force majeure, unable to fulfill contracted supply. Because Qatar accounts for roughly one-third of global helium production, any disruption has far-reaching consequences from semiconductor manufacturing to MRI services across the world. Helium might be invisible, but its impact is everywhere. In healthcare, it is essential for operating MRI machines. These machines rely on powerful magnets that must remain extremely cold to function, and liquid helium is what makes that possible. Reaching temperatures close to -269 degrees Celsius, helium acts as a cooling system that keeps these machines running, making it crucial for diagnosing conditions such as cancer, strokes, and heart disease. With ongoing geopolitical tensions involving Iran, Israel, and the United States, particularly around key global choke points such as the Strait of Hormuz, hospitals and research facilities could face rising costs and supply delays. There is some progress being made. Researchers are exploring low helium and even helium-free cooling systems, but these alternatives come with their own challenges, especially in terms of cost and availability. Beyond healthcare, helium is also critical in semiconductor manufacturing, helping produce the chips that power everything from smartphones to global data systems. It is also widely used in aerospace, welding, and advanced manufacturing, as well as for detecting leaks and high pressure and vacuum systems, as well as fuel for balloons, blimps, and airships due to its non-flammable properties. Helium production is classified into different grades, where the number associated with each determines the purity. The first number shows how many nines are in the purity. The second number is the digit after the last 9. Grade 6 is considered the most pure, primarily used for production of semiconductor chips, while grade 4 is the least and usually used for balloons. The majority of helium that is supplied to customers is actually grade 5 helium, which is often a higher grade that is needed, particularly in the balloon industry. Despite what you may be thinking, it is not so that helium producers can make a bigger profit. In fact, it can cost substantially more to produce a lower grade helium. Essentially comes down to the efficiency of mass transportation. Here's where the problem deepens. Helium isn't mined on its own. It is extracted as a byproduct of natural gas, specifically during LNG processing. which means its supply is directly tied to energy production. When gas output slows, helium supply tightens, and when geopolitical tensions disrupt major producers like Qatar with the present issues involving Iran or Russia, the effects ripple globally. Transport adds another layer of risk. Helium is shipped as an extremely cold liquid in specialized containers during transit. It gradually warms, turning into gas and building pressure. To prevent rupture, some of this gas must be vented, meaning a portion is lost during shipment. These containers also have a limited hold time, and delays can significantly increase these losses. Now consider this in the context of geopolitical disruptions at key global choke points, such with the Strait of Hormuz, where even small delays can reduce already limited supply. And to that, rising demand from healthcare and technology. What you get is not a sudden shortage, but a slow tightening squeeze. Here's the reality. Helium is not rare in total quantity, but usable helium is limited. Helium is extremely difficult to manage once released, and current recycling methods remain limited, making conservation essential. Alternative sources exist, but each has challenges. Helium makes about just 0.0052% of the atmosphere, making extraction impractical, while lunar helium and even reserves on Jupiter face major technological and cost barriers. Even helium-3's role in future fusion energy remains uncertain, with some experts dismissing it as unrealistic. For now, the focus remains clear. We must protect and use the helium we already have more efficiently. Because helium isn't just for balloons, it's in our hospitals, our technology, our research, our future. And if we're not careful, we won't notice the crisis until it's already slipping away.